Alright guys, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. I'm personally loving it. It's completely generous for free to play, and I've been getting every unit that I want, and it's been working out really well. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about what you guys want to focus on yourselves in terms of the modes. Okay, so couple things you guys need to start to do right away, especially if you're going to be free to play, is you want to do the every single day challenges. Okay, so that's going to be the bounty hunter, the bandit chase, and the upgrade stone retrieval. Now, it's very important to note the upgrade stone retrieval. A lot of people didn't realize this, but there are certain days that specific stone areas are open, so make sure you guys focus on what you want to upgrade first. And remember, you can only get 2 tickets unless you decide to buy more, but that's going to end up costing you some extra. See, if I go here, for example, and I want to restore, it's going to end up costing you some actual ether, which I don't recommend. So take your time and do this, because I'll show you another way to get a lot of these in a more effective way. Okay, so definitely get these done every single day. Get both of them done for each ticket, and don't stress on that. Now, for special requests, guys, for these ones here, you don't need to do this right away. This is going to be something that you don't want to spend too much of your stamina on from the get-go, because these bosses are going to be here forever, and these drops are going to only increase as you get more powerful. So don't spend too much time worrying about these bosses here. The way you want to get your gear for the first little while is actually through the story mode. Okay, story mode is going to drop a lot of green, 3-star, 4-star, etc. gear. Focus on getting that first and leveling those up, and then slowly getting yourself into these dungeons and doing the special request ecology studies through that only. Okay, but don't put too much time and effort into this early game, because you're not going to really, first off, it's RNG for drops. Okay, I mean, you can do one a day, right? Because one a day you're guaranteed at least one of the drops, so you can do at least that to get one piece of gear. See the daily extra reward here. But after that, I wouldn't focus on doing any more than that. So one a day is fine, but anything past that, guys, you're just wasting your stamina and wasting your resources and time. So this is something you want to focus on later on. Hunting these guys is going to be your pretty much the end game for you, is getting gear. So it's a gear grind game. So don't worry too much about that. And same thing with the special requests for weapons and relics. This is something you just want to hold off on and do these later on. Try them out. I mean, it's fun to do the bosses, get a feel for what they do and how they play, but don't worry about this early on. This is not going to be where you're gonna spend most of your time, because it's just way too difficult content. Okay, the Archdemon runes, on the other hand, definitely get this done. These are great little talismans that you can get through this, and extra rewards and resources. So you know, they're definitely worth doing this. This here I haven't done yet, so I don't know much about it. The Archdemon might, but I'm assuming this here is going to be a little bit tougher because of the level and everything. And you can see here, the boss is a little bit higher up in CP, so don't worry too much about this one yet either, I would imagine. But one thing you do want to focus on is the Skyward Tower. In 6 days this closes, you get yourself Sigma pieces, and you get yourself quite a few resources through the game. So definitely get this done as far as you can go. Don't worry about finishing it. Chances are, if you're free to play, you're not going to be able to finish this. It gets pretty high up, and it's very similar to the tower in Epic 7, right? So this is going to be a long-term grind, and every 6 days it resets and you guys can get the rewards again. So don't worry too much, but try to do as much as you can here to reap the benefits. Now, where most of your time is going to be spent, guys, is going to be your side stories. You can do 10 a day. Definitely get these done. I'm on my 10th now. I got to focus on getting the rest of these. Focus on the units you want to get it on, okay? So 2-star units are great. 3-star units are even better, right? You can see here I got my Noah one out of the way, and now I'm going to focus on something else real quick, and then get these done, because you get yourself ethers, you get yourself rewards, and they're fairly easy, and it's just a quick way to learn about the characters if you care about the storyline. So you get to do 10 a day. Definitely get those 10 done a day, because it resets and you get another 10 the following day, and you don't want to waste that kicking around. Definitely do your arena matches. You got 5 tickets here. Now, if you don't want to do the opponents, you can do one memorial. You can do a couple of memorial challenges here and get yourself some ethers and some arena tokens. So don't worry about, if you're not big on PvP, you don't have to fight in PvP here. Actually, let me change up my team real quick. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so that I would really consider at least doing the memorial matches at best. I'm going to save this team here, but I like PvP personally in these kind of games, so I would probably focus on PvP here and just fight some people here and move up in ranks, because as you move up in ranks, you actually end up getting yourself quite a few rewards along the way, right? Especially if you're in the top X amount. You can see the ethers that come in every week. It's definitely worth it. But where most your stamina is going to be spent is going to be in these episodes. Okay, so this is where you want to actually work on getting yourself the upgrade stones, rather than obviously purchasing the extra tickets, which is a waste, and also places where you're going to get yourself the gear. This is going to be what's going to drive your team to succeed. Getting your story mode out of the way is the fastest way to gain ether, gear, as well as upgrade stones. So guys, don't worry too much about focusing on the bosses in the challenge. That's something that's going to happen over time, but for now this is kind of where you want to put all your efforts into. Now story mode, the beauty is you get yourself a ton of ether, and when you're done normal mode you're going to unlock hard mode, and hard mode will drop even more ether, better gear, and higher upgrade stones. So for the longest time you're going to spend most of your efforts spending stamina here. Okay, so do not by any means do the challenges for now. Leave that alone. Get your stories and side stories out of the way and get your characters up. Now, like I mentioned before, I did create a video for the top 1-star to 3-star yesterday. If you guys have not checked it out, check it out if you're curious to see who you want to level up on. But you do need to eventually broaden your horizon in terms of your roster, because when you start doing challenges in endgame, you're going to need teams either with full faction, full element of the same element to do some of these bosses, or you're going to need at least most of them to be the same element. And if you don't have that, you're going to struggle a lot in these challenges. And we'll talk more about the bosses later on once we get to the point where that's important. But like I said, right now, your main focus should be story mode. Now, if you're going to be free to play, you have a lot of stamina from the start, right? Use that stamina. Also, make sure you recruit friends, because your friend list will actually give you hearts, and you can put those hearts toward getting stamina rather than using ether. So that's going to be an important thing as well too. Now, personally, I have not got a guild yet, so I'm looking for one. I have a brand new account, just so you guys are aware. I'll show you the account real quick here once I'm done this fight. So it's Payneblade Storm, which is actually the full name of Payneblade. It's based on my novel, my villain in my novel. And if you guys are looking to start a guild and need someone to join, I'm more than happy to join your guild. See here, we got a couple of green gear, some nice gear here. So green is going to drive you pretty far. Okay, so again, focus on story mode, guys. This is going to be where your campaign is going to be what's going to give you the most bang for your buck. Okay, but here, Payneblade Storm, this is where I'm at. I don't have a guild yet, so I do need to find one. So if you guys are looking to add me, please find me here. And also, real quick, the battle pass. This here, a lot of people have been asking, is it worth it? To be quite honest, this battle pass is actually pretty nice. I'm not purchasing it because I'm going complete free to play, but if you do plan to purchase it, you're getting yourself a pretty good, hefty amount of resources for a decent price. Battle passes, for the most part, are pretty good in these kind of games. And you can see here, there's a lot here to be offered. And you also get yourself a costume for Rin. She looks kind of badass there, to be honest. But as you do missions, you get the free ones. And don't worry right away. You don't have to, if you don't want to buy this, you don't have to, right? Keep that in mind. Just keep going through this. And then at the end, if you decide the battle pass is what you want to go for, you can buy it like the last day and reap all the benefits of the rewards. So I just wanted to answer that real quick, because a lot of people have been asking me if the battle pass is worth it or not. But yeah, so guys, if you guys are looking for somebody to join a guild, I am currently looking for one. I believe there was somebody here who told me, let me see if he's still here. Monarch, I think it was. Monarchs, here we go. Request to join. So I think Monarchs is a follower or a sub of mine on YT. So Monarchs is where I'm going to go right now. See if he remembers me and adds me. And if he does, that's where I'll be. So if you guys are looking to join as well, give us a shout. And if I do join that guild and I'm there, I'll see if you guys can get in. All right, guys, this is Payne. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.